Pick up some of that.
The explosion really messed this place up, huh? Are you kidding me?
Relax, you're fine. Ish.
I mentioned how useful my jet boots will be right now.
Okay. Let's do this.
Rush you or anything?
Almost. There. Can you please stop squirming? I'm trying to focus.
Okay, okay.
Yes! Got it!
Yeah.
Through here. Whew.
Nice work.
Thanks. You didn't do too bad yourself, pirate.
Call me Star-Lord. Or Peter, or, you know, Nova Cadet Butt Saber.
Okay. Peter. So, listen. I have some good news and some bad news about your friends.
Give me the good news.
They're all fine. I mean, they all have life signs.
So, what's the bad news?
They've been processed and put in the brig. Come on. We'll be safe through here. Flark! Pipes must have burst.
Alright, so...
Should we try using that thingamajig of yours to call someone?
We don't need help. I know what I'm doing. Now help me block
Sure
this
you
fire
do.
so we can get through.
Sure. Just that everyone must be worried. Captain's kid goes mid easy, does it?
Nice one.
There, see?
Let's keep going.
You don't need to worry about me. Enough people around here do that already.
For what it's worth, I think you're doing great. As good an arresting officer as I've ever had.
How many have you had?
Not that many. Is that robot wearing makeup?
What? Oh, yeah. That's just it's. I know all the bots down here. They're kind of my friends, I guess. I reprogrammed most of them.
You gave them faces.
Maybe.
No, I mean it's cool. Give them personality. Very cool.
Come on, this way. Okay, wow! That's just blatantly gonna ignore me and go crawling into a dead end.
For your information, there's an escape hatch back here I could totally use to run away. But out of respect for your authority, I'm gonna, you know, ignore it and follow your lead.
Regulation 2B. Prisoners must stay close at all times.
You know,
Alright,
I
Mrs.
didn't have a lot of
Regulations.
friends your age either.
Call me shit.
Granted, I was in prison, but still.
So Mom was right about me.
It was a Shatari prison. I was just a kid.
I have so many questions. Were your parents in prison too?
No, my mom, died. I didn't know my dad.
That's
How
sad.
do you know my mom, exactly?
We fought together on Mercury during the war. She was, is a real spitfire.
More like real controlling. And bossy and judgmental. You're just a kid, Nikki. You don't know what's good for you, Nikki. Stay out of the escape pods, Nikki.
I kinda know what you mean.
You do?
This is a new low, Peter. Even for you, Peter. It's restricted space, Peter.
Yep. That's her. Okay. Almost there.
Almost where?
You'll see. Where do you think you're going?
Just making sure this place is safe and secure from the, you know, fire.
AKA getting components.
Any day now.
Right, right. Just taking it all in.
I'm still in charge here, you know?
Of course you are.
It's a dead end. Trust me.
Of course I trust you.
Clearly. Quick reminder that only one of us knows the way out.
Could have fooled me. Are you sure this is the quickest way to the brig?
I thought you didn't want to go to the brig.
Okay. If this is an attempt to escape your mom's ship, I really need to know, because I may or may not be super interested. Just really need to make sure it doesn't look like a kidnapping.
What? No, no.
Oh, wow! It's like your secret hideout, right?
Hey, look at that.
Prefer this to the bridge.
Interesting.
We're not staying. I just need to check on Ultimo. His gyros have been all screwy.
It's got its own lights and
It's
everything.
fine.
Interesting. Gonna get some more components. Let's go.
So, today's one is
Need a hand?
Nope. But thanks. I'm almost done.
Let's have a look around.
Hey, this is Mercury, right?
Uh-huh. It's supposed to represent this big battle Mom was part of. You said you were there, right?
Oh yeah. Your mom was dead in the water until me and the Ravager showed up. We should really fix this.
You
make them look
want me to draw you in?
In the interest of historical accuracy.
so.
Universal translator. Wonder if it speaks Groot.
So, first I'm going to start off with
Awesome.
the Longra,
New Guardian collectible found.
the main.
The broken translation device. Group might have something interesting to say about it. Okay.
Richest people in the world in a sense. So it says, Longra seemed to like.
Is this your mom? Single-handedly winning the war?
Obviously, I know she didn't do it by herself.
No. That final push was a massive team effort.
Were you there?
I contributed to the war effort differently.
Pirating?
Raiding, which is, you know, the good kind of pirating.
Give them a new updated.
Is this
Just a
Krelar?
Yeah.
London
Long time ago.
Studio
Kid
before.
stuff. I could do it way better now.
No, it's good. Morbid, but good. Something tells me you and Rocket would get along. Or really, really not get along. One of those two.
The raccoon thing? Yeah. He seemed real charming.
I just mean he's also really into all this tech stuff.
And portion their face. Not gonna do it. I still
Nice.
want them to look like themselves.
Looks like we've got some more things to look at.
Straight his eyes.
Almost finished.
We're almost finished.
Hey! Secret stuff. Off limits.
No adults. I get it.
Anyway, I'm all done here. We should probably get back before Mom completely freaks.
Yeah, I've seen your mom overreact before.
It's like, I'm not a kid anymore, you know?
Tell me about it. More crawling, yay.
So, you get where I'm coming from, right? Like if you do end up talking to my mom, the subject of me happens to come up.
Say no more. I'll make sure Corell knows what a good job you did.
No! I mean, thanks. But ideally, Mom never needs to know I was in the hangar at all.
So I never saw you?
Exactly! Never saw me. Never saw my passkey. You may have heard of Nikki Gold and how cool she is, but that's it. Almost at the elevator. We're home free. Ah!
Need a hand?
Yes! Got it! Mom?
So, Jack,
I can explain.
successful riding,
Uh-oh.
This is how farming up
I'm fine. Mom, seriously. A-okay. Barely a scratch.
Rand Hollisby, what were you thinking? Sneaking out with an arresting squad. Running around with criminals.
Alleged criminals?
You almost died. Do you have any idea how grounded you are right now?
Mom! You promised to give me more leeway.
Leeway doesn't mean lying to my officers. Or sneaking around behind my back.
Look, it's my fault some guy's ship blew up.
Restricted areas are restricted for a reason.
You treat me like a prisoner.
You're a child! Are you even listening?
Whoa. We've all been through a lot today. Let's just all take a deep breath and recognize that maybe we've all made some mistakes.
Make sure the fire is out and the hangar's secure.
Yes, Commander.
And find out why that churchman's shuttle exploded.
Grand Unifier Raker has been less than cooperative.
Make him cooperate. And you two? With me.
I knew you'd overreact. You always overreact. Even Peter was saying so.
Oh, he was he? I suspect Peter misspoke, something he often tends to do. So I suggest you worry less about what he said and more about what I'm saying now.
For what it's worth, Nikki totally saved my butt. She handled herself really well. You have every reason to be proud of her.
Coming from you, Peter, is worth extraordinarily little.
Why are you being mean to him? Just listen to what he's saying.
I don't care what he's saying.
Upper level. Captain's quarters.
Initiate lockdown.
Lockdown initiated.
What, are you gonna kill us?
In theory, these doors don't open until I say so.
Yeah, I know how lockdown works.
I don't think you do, because somehow you keep bypassing every security measure on this ship, and I want to know how. Or you can just show me.
Mom,
Backup Corel, reactivate elevator.
I seriously have no idea what you're talking about.
Initiate not lockdown. All good for systems go. Activate.
Voice print not authorized.
Just trying to help.
We don't need your help. You're the last person we need help from.
Well, you clearly need some form of help if you're trapping us in an elevator.
No one leaves until you tell me what I want to know.
You already know everything.
No, I don't. I know you're a magnet for danger, and that you somehow keep getting caught in restricted areas of this ship.
I'm small. Okay? I fit into places.
Being small doesn't get you past security, or through the hangar bay checkpoint, or the maintenance tunnel blast doors.
There was that system-wide glitch, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, security was down for a while.
No, it wasn't.
Seemed pretty down to me.
Are you seriously lying for a 12-year-old right now?
12? Oh wow, I thought she was at least 16.
Peter!
What? She really knew her stuff. She's a smart kid.
Too smart. She keeps bypassing security. Unless you have a level 6 access to my ship all of a sudden? Didn't think so. Nicolette Gold, empty your pockets.
No. You empty your pockets.
Nikki?
It was me. Yeah, all those locked doors back there, I hacked them.
You hacked them?
Yeah, I'm a hacker now. I hack stuff. You know, beep, bop, boop. Boop, boop, beep.
I told you it was restricted. That doesn't explain the falsified orders.
I don't know what to tell you, Mom. Your security staff have been sleeping on the job. All I know is I'm not hiding anything. I wouldn't do that.
To be continued. Disengage lockdown.
So, can I go help secure the hangar now?
No, you can go back to your quarters and you can stay there for the next 30 rotations.
But Mom!
I can make it 30 cycles.
Strict mother. She was like, you go to a you'll hang me. You don't run.
So, rough day, huh? Morning shuttles, morning zone trespassers, missing kid.
Not like them,
I have no idea.
like on PC where you get mods that do stuff.
Chewbacca. Yes, mate.
Can't believe you still have him. Can't believe you survived. It was what, like 1,000 degrees?
More like 1,000 cycles ago. You can keep him if you want. He is yours.
Hey, I ordered him to look out for you. Expect him to keep doing his job. Especially, you now have a daughter. Apparently.
Do the math, ignore the math.
12-year-old daughter we didn't have during the war. 12 years ago when we...
Peter. When we picked up your ship, part of me was excited. At first. But then after all this time, you haven't changed. At all. You're still the same.
I've changed. Whatever the fine is, I'll pay. Just give me 3 cycles. Let me prove that I'm not still... whatever it is you're gonna finish that sentence with.
You're gonna pay 9,000 units in 3 cycles.
Wow, okay. That is a lot of money. Look, here, I was thinking that maybe...
Mine's non-negotiable. My search party found a disturbing amount of prohibited tech lying around your ship, and a Class 2 biohazard.
I couldn't decide which one to hide. Okay. You'll get your money on time, no problem. This Guardians of the Galaxy thing, we are this close to getting it off the ground. And if I didn't have these handcuffs on, I would show you just how very close we are.
Why do I feel like I'll regret this?
No, come on, when have I ever? You won't regret it.
That's just great timing with the
You've got
music
3
coming
cycles,
in.
Peter. Not 4, not 5, 3. Contact
Bruno,
me when you've got the unit.
And if we don't?
The device we installed will deactivate your ship, and you will all go to prison.
Gotcha. We won't let you down.
What the hell, Peter? You said you could get us out of this.
I did. 9,000 units is a small price.
9,000 units!
That is a tremendous sum.
They're all
Where are we
pissed.
gonna get that kind of money in 3 cycles?
By robbing a freaking bank, apparently.
Okay, so we got fined. We have a Nova tracking thing on our ship that's gonna shut down our engines if we don't pay that fine in 3 cycles. At least we're not on a prisoner transport.
Not yet.
Come on, guys. You're Drax the Destroyer, man. You killed Thanos.
Allegedly.
Are you gonna let a little fine slow you down? And Gamora, you're practically an MI6 agent, but way hotter and cooler. There's nothing you can't do.
Here it comes.
Rocky, you're an actual genius and the scrappiest dude I know. How many prisons did you break out of?
7.
You are Groot. Guys, we're supposed to be a team. All we need to do is figure out how broke we are and come up with a plan. So check your quarters. Check between the sofa cushions. Check under the crafting bench. If you find any spare units lying around, grab them. I'll do the same in my quarters.
All right.
This is why you don't sleep with cops, Quill. They put bombs on my ship.
My ship.
Trophy earned, busted.
I am watching you, rodent.
Chapter 3, The Cost of Freedom. And what time are we on?
Nuts, stolen technology, units.
We're gonna go and do this last. So we're gonna do this. Hang on a second. Right, stop talking, guys. We're gonna do this next chapter, and after we do this chapter, we will be calling it a day for episode 1. So we are going to continue doing this after this chapter, though. We'll be calling it a day for our first part of Guardians of the Galaxy. But at the moment, it's been absolutely awesome. I personally have enjoyed the experience. I think it's been really interesting. Got all these tutorials. So these are all tutorials that you can use and how to do them again. I think it's pretty interesting. Once the tutorial shows you the first time, you can come back to them and read them and you know how to obviously do them again. Alright, so we've got all these characters. Got Rocket. So you know the main cast. You've got Meredith, Quill, which is his mum. She apparently passed away, unfortunately. Got Galaxius Omnipacus, which is the monster we obviously, well, the creature we caught with us. We've got Koro, and we've also got Nicolette Gold, which is Carell's daughter. We took the fall for Carell's daughter, which is pretty cool that we were able to do that. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is added to it. No. It just goes back to what we've already read. So we've got Ravagers, right. So we've got a couple more of these factions to read, and then we'll get back into the actual game. So we've got Ravagers. The unmistakable silhouette of a Ravager's ship was once enough to panic any merchant vessel. The Ravagers were a collection of motley crews banded together under one pirate banner. They were the reason most interstellar cargo ships now travel with advanced weaponry or security escorts. Nova Corps tried many times to crack down on them, but their arrests were often jailbroken by the substantial pirate fleet. Many of the most wanted were shielded by the galaxy's various crime lords. The reign of terror stopped with the arrest of their untouchable leader, Yondu Udonta. You've seen Yondu in Guardians of the Galaxy film. Purportedly ratted out by one of his own crew, Udonta was arrested by Nova Corps and sentenced to life imprisonment in the Cayenne. The betrayal spread distrust and doubt through the Ravagers, causing division. They have yet to reunite under a new leader, but Nova Corps warn that they are still a major threat, waiting to once again reveal itself. Okay, we got the Galactical War. The Galactical War was an armed conflict that claimed the lives of trillions of sentient beings. The aggressors were the Chitauri, a warlike race bent on conquest to expand their territory. Thanos, the Mad Titan, allied with them, focusing their attacks on their enemies' key seats of power. Together they destroyed Xander, host worlds of Nova Corps. The Chitauri sliced the planet into pieces. Kree, capital city-state of the Kree, was the next to fall. But the Chitauri underestimated the resiliency and determination of their opponents. The Kree army regrouped, bolstering their forces with the resistance, a ragtag fleet of fighters who'd been harassing Chitauri warships since Xander's destruction. Eventually, the Korean resistance fleets launched a three-pronged attack on Chitauri Prime. Each attack on a different front, while a stealth group of skilled operatives landed and captured the Chitauri Infant Queen. The Chitauri quickly surrendered. Thanos himself, accidentally clicked off that, was ultimately slain by a vengeful Cathian named Drax the Destroyer. Cycles later, the impact of the war can still be felt across the galaxy as people try to pick up the pieces and rebuild. Chitauri. The Chitauri are a hate-filled race of shapeshifters and evolutionary offshoots of the Skrull. They believe their existential purpose is to expand their empire through the destruction or subjugation of all life in the universe. This doctrine led them into launching the Galactical War. They nearly conquered everything until the combined forces of the Kree Empire and the Resistance fleet pushed them back to Chitauri Prime and put their infant queen at risk. Unable to function without their monarch, the Chitauri surrendered. Now they are broken people. They are forbidden spacefaring vessels and any technology that could be considered weaponry. Under close watch by Council of United Planets, Chitauri Prime has become a prison world. However, those who have faced them in battle know they are insidious schemers and infiltrators. Many worry that they are already plotting their revenge. Okay, so we got the Kree. Known for exceptional arrogance, the Kree are an advanced militaristic race from the planet Hala who obsess over genetic purity. The Kree control over 1,000 worlds, many of which have become centers for biomechanical engineering and genetic manipulation. They are eager to push the limits of evolution and, on some worlds, have even divided their society into castes based on blue or pink skin. The Kree are ruled by the supreme intelligence which, similar to the Xanderian world mind, is an amalgamation of minds processed and compiled from deceased Kree. Though the Kree can be difficult to tolerate, they found their place among various populations across the galaxy and boast some of the most renowned galactic war heroes. And then we've got one more to read. So we've got Nova Corps. So Nova Corps is an interstellar peacekeeping militia commanded by the collective intelligence of the Xandarian world mind. Through the world mind, Nova Corpsmen can use the power of the Nova Force to wield impressive weaponry and travel through space. Though never granted authority by the countless worlds under their watch, Nova Corps is mostly accepted as a galactic defense force, especially during large-scale conflicts. So they're like basically the space police. Nova Corps was nearly wiped out at the start of the Galactic War when the Chitauri attacked Xander and the Corps sacrificed themselves to allow evacuation. Now in the process of rebuilding and restoring galactic order, the Corps find itself stretched thin and vulnerable, something the world mind will not admit. Criminal elements are thriving with the reduced scrutiny, but Nova Corps have recently been marking examples of the ones they do catch. As New Xander nears completion, the Nova Corps is once again a galactic force to be taken seriously. Now that was a lot to read, guys. We've got a lot in the journal as well. Fuck. Okay, let me just take a drink and then we will read this journal before we get into the next chapter. Is it hot in? It's hot in here, isn't it? Yeah. Bit hot. Okay, so we've already read the first paragraph. So maybe not the smartest idea to sneak into Nova Corps' quarantine zone, but the reward will be worth the risk. We've got to lead that there's some lady on Seknarf 9 who'll pay top unit for a monster that's hiding out here, assuming we can catch it. The place is something else, old scraps of the war held together by pink goo like a bubblegum factory exploded. Good point. Already got separated from the rest of Team Rocket and nearly eaten by a bunch of eyeballs. They're eyeballs apparently. Love it. Guess that's why it's a restricted space. 2 thumpers down plus the ones from Green Team if they haven't killed each other already. They just need a little friendly competition like me and Rocket. He started a bet for who could pop the most space barnacles, like there's any question. We won by far. Never thought I'd see a Chitauri ship again. Scratch that, hoped I never would. Too many bad memories, the war, that prison cell and everything else. Rocket, it's got careless scribbled out. So it's meant to have said Rocket got careless, but it got scribbled out. So it now says Rocket acted like Rocket and the whole thing came crashing down. He almost paid the price for it too if it weren't for Groot. Now Groot will have to find his own way to our rendezvous point. So much for the space bubblegum holding everything together. Rocket and I would have hit the big one if it weren't for a lucky save by Drax and Gamora in the Milano. We had to make a mad dash for it and I think the Milano got clear in time, but we haven't heard from Team Green since then. Hopefully this mining ship is just messing with the comms. Okay, this mining ship is officially haunted. One of those gross space barnacles had this weird gemstone inside. I tried to get a closer look, but this crazy shadow monster thing shot out of it like some flocked up genie. Scared the crap out of us, or maybe that was just Groot. At least the 3 of us are together again and I won my little barnacle bet with Rocket. Smashed it. Got separated from Rocket and Groot again. But at least I managed to find Gamora and Drax, or I guess they found me. This old mining ship is a maze, but somewhere there's a monster that's going to make us a buttload of units. We've really kicked the hornet's nest. Seems like Rocket's Thumper's drawing out every monster, but the one we want, should I say. But like Groot, I keep saying group, but like Drax said, where there's food, there's things that eat food. I forget, just need to bag this thing and get paid. After we wasted time chasing down some weird space llama, our big bad monster showed up, only to get eaten by that shadow thing that came out the gemstone. Then it's got Ram scribbled out again, so it flew off and took half the QZ with it. Okay, so that was chapter 1. We're in chapter 2 now. It says we're in chapter 3 now, but this is chapter 2. So it says, busted, barely escaped the QZ and landed straight in Nova Corp's custody. They got us red-handed in forbidden space with stolen tech and hopefully not contagious llama monster thing. But at least the Centurion Corel who caught us, she and I have history. Time to turn on the charm. Looks like we weren't the only ones snooping around the QZ. Nova caught some Grand Priest Guy, Baker, Raker, Faker in brackets, from the Church of something something. Sounds real interesting. They must have taken some hits on the way out because their ship blew up right there in the hangar. That little Nova girl playing Warden got knocked off the catwalks and I heroically leapt to the rescue. Tell me you're arrogant without telling me you're arrogant. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. This Nova girl scribbled out. This Nikki is Corel all over. Same smile, same smarts, and the same love of rules. Hard to imagine Corel having another kid after the war. Gotta say, Nick and I make a good team. She'd make a fine guardian if she could get past the whole straight arrow thing. Still, when her mum caught us, she slipped me her key card to avoid getting caught, so maybe there's hope for her yet. Awesome. There you are. Now we've got some of these perks. Can we... No, we've only got one ability point. And then obviously we've read the factions. So these are the creatures that we've faced so far. So we've got a Voxysplode, a Wardian, a Sholok, and a Monscubule. Lovely. Places we've been, so the Quill Farm, the Milano, Half-World, the Quarantine Zone, the Wrecked Mining Vessel, and Harlow's Hope. So there you go.
That's it. Probably like that. What do you think?
Yeah, looks alright. And then these are the items we picked up along the way. And we've read these archives. So the archives are the things we collect along the way, I'm assuming. They're little they're like little articles, you know, like we've seen in the secret section of Little Hope. It's similar to that, but they're called archives in Guardians of the Galaxy.
I have a stash hidden aboard this ship. Fetch it now.
There ain't nothing to fetch. Groot blew our stash on tracks, and the rest I gave to Quill and Gamora for the Dash Quarantine Zone access code.
Okay, something going on here.
Why don't you go bother someone else?
I intend to. Open this door! I know you are in there, sentient tree! Do not think that I do not know what you are up to. Your rodent co-conspirator has clearly stashed his illicit units in there. I am watching you, tree.
Guys, don't forget to close the fridge.
Sure thing, Mom Lord. What do you want, Quill? If you're looking for units, check your own room. So, you here to talk, or you just want to gear up?
Check in first.
You're not still upset, are you?
Be a lot better if we didn't have 3 cycles to pay a fine.
Hey, remember that time on Conlar with the Badoon and that really hot Ascavarian girl?
Yeah, her buddies would have spaced your stupid Hume butt if me and Groot hadn't busted in.
I had things under control, mostly.
Too bad you're broke, Quill. I should be charging you for all the times we saved you.
Name one other time you saved me.
Contraxia, Nowhere, Paramitar, Ceres, Contraxia again, Malador...
Okay, so I owe you. Big.
I should have turned you in for Yondu's bounty. Sure as Scud wouldn't be scrounging for units to pay off your Nova girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend. But admit it, you like being a Guardian of the Galaxy.
Still on the fence about the brand name, but keeping the Milano as collateral was a pretty smart move.
Never agreed to that.
If you'd rather I turn you in.
Don't worry. I know you put a lot into this team. I'll make it up to you.
You better.
Okay, so now that we've checked in with Groot...
If you want to make it up to me, find a way to pay this Flarkin fine.
So now that we've talked to Rocket...
Made this a nice bench. Perfect for tinkering.
Let's upgrade some things.
One tick. Done.
Increase shield regeneration by 33% per second. Now, that's a big one.
Stop asking for things you can't have.
Now, we've
Now
got
that was
enough.
some quality crafting, if I might say so myself. Give me a tick. I'll be right there.
Just double check that we can't get anything else.
You don't pay me enough, Quill.
Hey. Getting moody because I'm not paying you well, pal. Won't stand for that. Alright, we've already picked this up.
Hey, Bluebird, copy? I know you think I sold you out, and... Gamora, I was just...
Who are you talking to? What's a bluebird?
It, was Yondu's call sign. He was Bluebird and I was the kid.
Let me get this straight. Yondu Udonta, leader of the Ravager's space virus, scourge of the Sirius system and all-around scoundrel, used Bluebird as his call sign?
Even had it embroidered on the back of his jacket.
Amazing.
It was amazing. Pretty much from the day we met.
How did you two meet? Terrans and Centaurians aren't exactly neighbors.
We met on Chitauri Prime, about 3 years into my sentence.
Wait, Yondu was a prisoner of war? I thought the Ravagers were neutral.
They were. And they also weren't.
Pirate Code, Brothers in Chains, Pirate Code.
The Ravagers had a simple code. Steal from everyone. Yondu said it made them neutral.
But they weren't. I specifically remember several Chitauri transports being hit when I was still... you know.
They hit just as many resistance ships, until a Chitauri cruiser uncloaked in front of them during a raid and...
Yondu ended up on Chitauri Prime, with you.
After we broke out, he could have left me on some space station or dropped me off at the nearest Nova Corps base. But he didn't. Instead, he invited me to join the Ravagers.
You were with them a long time. Must have enjoyed it.
I did. Being a Ravager was the first time I felt like I really belonged. if that makes any sense.
I felt the same way when I joined Richard Ryder and the Resistance. Like I was finally in control of who I wanted to be.
Yes, exactly. Those first few years, it was like I had joined this really big, really dysfunctional family, which, now that I'm hearing it, would make Yondu my...
Space Dad?
Could have been worse.
Brother in chains.
Yondu and I were cellmates. First thing he said when they put him in my cell was, "Boy, don't be going and getting attached, 'cause I'm just here for the food." And the food was pretty terrible, so...
Yeah, that sounds like Yondu.
I had cellmates before, and none of them lasted long. Shatari have these gladiatorial games, and...
You got used to people dying.
Not sure about that, but I didn't expect anyone to last long. I also didn't have my translation implant back then, so I might as well have been alone. But Yondu, he actually spoke English. Said he'd offered to translate in exchange for extra rations.
So even in the snake-infested hellhole, ever the schemer.
It's something we had in common. I'd been scheming for a way to escape since the day they took me. I just needed someone like Yondu to make it seem possible.
How did you escape?
Well, let's just say it was equal parts simple, complicated, and kind of embarrassing. But it ended with the two of us delivering a transport full of stolen supplies straight into the hands of the Resistance.
For a bucket load of units too, I bet.
Anyway, once we did, there was no going back. I was a Ravager. Well, if you don't mind, I think I'd like to be alone for a bit.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll see you around.
Okay.
Well, well, well. Let's see if we can find some stray units in here. Really?
$37 units?
We appear to be 8,963 units short. We intend to keep our ship here, Quill.
I know. We clearly need a plan.
Reconsider my initial proposal.
No, not Fin Fang Foom again.
Yes, we should go after Fin Fang Foom.
Drax, there are easier ways to get paid. Like, what about selling Gamora's crap?
What?
Oh, come on. You've been hoarding them stupid knickknacks ever since you first joined us. I mean, don't tell me they ain't worth nothing.
The quarantine zone was always there.
Holding out on
My
us.
figurines are not knickknacks.
Team's in trouble, and you can't be bothered to make no sacrifice.
I will sacrifice your head.
And take us to the majestic mountains of Kakara.
Real mature.
Guys! Maybe Rocket has something.
There's a lot of crazies out there, Quill. Willing to pay for this kind of weird.
No! Let's say my collection is actually worth something. There's no way we find a buyer in time. And even if we do, there's no way it gets us what we need. And most importantly, any attempt to sell anything of mine will result in me chopping off something valuable of yours.
Perhaps we should reconsider another course of action.
Yep.
Such as capturing the infamous...
He says we should combine both ideas.
Sell Gamora's trinkets to Fin Fang Foom. It was brilliant.
You know, the only problem with your plan is that Lady Hellbender only buys monsters, and you are not a monster. He's not. He's the sweetest, most... No, you don't. This ain't something you can pretend. Oh, yeah? You want monster? I'll show you monster!
Whoa, guys!
Groot, are you really offering to...
No, he is not offering that, okay?
It could work.
Sell Groot? I guess we could bust him out after.
Absurd.
Lady Lady Hellbender seeks the monster within. Small ugly one is clearly the correct choice. He's cruel, sadistic, and his soul is filthy and filled with rage. Mr. Queen paid a great sum for such a creature.
Really? How great?
How are you okay with this?
Because I know what I am. And I know what he ain't.
I vote we sell Groot. I honestly think Lady Hellbender will go for it.
Yeah, well, I vote for not.
I also vote for the creepy little beast.
2 votes each. Peter?
Sell Groot, sell Rocket. We've got to go for...
Well, I think Groot's more convincing in the traditional monster sense. Groot, buddy, first of all, thank you. And second of all, I want you to know we're gonna bust you out of there right after, okay? All right, let's do this. Let's go sell a monster.
We're not seriously flying into it.
Seknarf 9, the Seknarf system.
That's not how women work.
Or weather. Anyways, I'm sure it looks worse than it is.
I think it's interesting how Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy lets you have 2 options to do things.
Yep, no problem. Flying the wrong way.
Nah, he's not flying at all.
Guys, relax. Just one minor adjustment.
Piece of cake.
You can't be serious.
What? This way we can scope things out before we finish the transaction.
We're like 100 clicks from her base.
You know how much I like scoping. Nope.
Exit the Milano.
Next time, I'm flying.
Are you sure the leafy one is ready for this?
Nope.
He'll be fine.
Don't you get all gloomy right here. Don't help.
Because your constant complaining does?
You are complaining about the short one complaining.
We're all complaining. Happy? I hope y'all like walking, because this is gonna take a while.
Well, you think I'm glad we landed this far from the fortress?
No, we should not go. We got it. It's different. That's sweet, but we both know you ain't got money to buy no umbrella.
Hope that jacket of yours is waterproof. Are we going? Because I'm ready.
This could all have been avoided if the rodent had relinquished his hidden cache of units. They say that Seknarf 9 is inhospitable to soft-bodied beings. We shall see how you fare with your crew. We accomplished nothing by lingering in the ship.
How about staying dry? That's an accomplishment.
Of course, it had to be raining. I hate wet.
Alright, let's go.
Why don't we...
Okay, here we go.
I ever mentioned how much I hate rain?
Hellbender's castle isn't even that far. That is not a castle. It is an impregnable fortress.
So how do we impregnate it?
Ask Peter!
Let's just get closer. We'll figure it out on the way.
There is nothing to figure out. As beast merchants, we will easily gain access to Lady Hellbender.
Good. We've already got a beast. All that's left is the merchant part.
Good thing I put on my official merchant costume.
There is no such thing. Right?
In fact, you ain't sure. Don't vote so good.
Ouch! Ugh. Hey, is my jacket all right?
At least you got a jacket. Some of us are soaking here.
Less whining, more walking.
Hey, Stormlord, we ain't seriously walking through this. It'll take forever in this storm.
Stop complaining. The hardship will strengthen your spirit.
I face more than enough hardship. Thank you very much.
We got this. Just don't fall and we'll be fine.
Agreed. Must face Lady Hellbender's rage head on.
Almost sounds like you want to get hit by lightning.
I would not expect a Chitauri trader to understand the underlying value.
The underlying value of getting killed.
Of being direct, child of subterfuge.
What is your problem?
Lady...
Oh shit.
That was way too close.
Well played, Lady Hellbender.
Sorry guys, I got sidetracked.
So we're still doing this?
Yes!
Got my boyfriend.
Guys!
It is interesting, isn't it?
Keep an eye out on those big blue ones.
I was just staring at him for ages.
Right off.
Whoa, okay.
I think we should have said that. I want to go away.
Fortress is this way. Of course he knows we're on the clock. 3 cycles.
It's called scouting, okay?
I'm going the wrong way.
No. Fuck off. Ow. Ah. Hey.
Okay, this might be more dangerous than I thought. Yeah, keyword live.
If any of you die, I'm going back to the ship.
Okay, we've landed on some area.
Everyone okay? We should have gone to Mach 4.
Hey, check out the old resistance ship. Things were shot to hell.
Turned out by this was Chitauri friends.
We weren't friends.
Guys.
Please remember to blink my eyes when you
Yeah, not sure. But it ain't moving now.
Be wary of her.
You know what? I survived freaking half-worlds. I think I'm scared of some little bill. Ah!
He's not alone. Get ready.
Okay, this is going to be interesting.
Get the point?
Mate, what are these things?
Shoot first, questions later.
Rip them off, Drax! Perish!
Lights up! Another wave of freaks!
Let's exterminate them.
The gelatin is satisfying to strike.
You should try stabbing them!
Put him down!
About time!
Round him up, crew!
Keep moving around! We need to get to the core!
Feel my wrath!
Good eye, Groot. We got extra monsters incoming.
Mitchell!
Time's up!
I'm gonna get mud in my fur.
Perhaps you would prefer this gelatinous substance.
Watch it! Spike!
Mushroom!
Show him some muscle!
Horrendous down!
Yeah, I smell it too.
Spikes are incoming!
It's just soaking up everything we throw at it.
The outer muck is only a distraction from its nucleus!
The blobby's got a knife.
Reckless, Drax! Prepare yourself! The gelatin is satisfying to strike!
I'll take your word on that! Slice and dice!
Kaboom! Let's go.
So that's what a monster monster around here looks like?
We are outside Lady Hellbender's sanctuary. Creatures here are not her pets.
They sort of do look like food.
We're gonna be food if we don't climb out of here. There's a trail going through the jungle! Try to find a way up!
This husk should be easier to climb than the muddy terrain.
I ain't comfortable calling it a husk, seeing as we're about to climb it and all.
Clearly not a husk!
It is the hollowed husk of a bygone time, when the turmoil of war raged stronger than the storms of this world.
Peter, get moving!
All else fails, shoot stuff.
Words to live by.
Didn't think I'd ever be shooting at a resistance ship. Drax, you could pull this reactor out gently, right?
If it were combustible, the rodents would have shot it by now.
He makes an excellent point.
Now they continue ripping it apart.
No. I think we're good.
Yeah, big two.
Huh? You ever fly one of these things, Gamora?
No doubt she shot them down.
I fought the Shatari, same as you.
Great. We made it halfway up. Now what?
Maybe if we could lower that wing somehow.
Mud in this area smells queer.
It's them jelly things we fought.
I'm gonna scout ahead! Try not to kill yourselves on the way up!
There they are. Wing controls. What's a resistance ship doing all the way out here anyway?
It's doing nothing.
Need your expert skills again, Rocket. All right, Rocket. That wing control panel's all yours. It still works.
Great. Everyone watch out for beeping red lights.
What? Why?
This is a resistance ship. We'll be lucky if there's only one booby trap on it.
Awesome.
Flar.
Yeah.
Don't sound like no jelly thing.
They say that Lady Hellbender's call echoes throughout the planet.
That don't sound like no lady.
Damn, she looks like she didn't suck. Jesus Christ.
Okay, I just wanted to test if I could get up there. We've obviously got to go this way.
Careful! Looks like something big moved through here.
Yay.
If you see anything with claws the size of Drax, let me know.
I thought we already had our monster. What's she tracking this thing for?
For sport.
Nothing wrong with a little sport. A girl has to keep busy.
You are looking for trouble, assassin.
Ooh, mysterious.
Found something, Quill?
Yeah, some kind of cave. Maybe it's got hidden treasure.
Or hidden bodies.
Please don't let there be a space baron here. And hello, mystery goo. Monster
Awesome.
eggs. Yay. Okay, so note to self. If it looks like a monster cave and smells like a monster cave, and you're on a monster planet, no, just trying to stay ready. Foul! Look!
Take off these little rocket glasses.
Okay, dealing with it! Don't suppose we can talk this out?
Oh.
I found a cave in the jungle! Ah, guess this is what I get!
Well, that looks like it.
No, I will! Brace yourself!
Right.
Get fried, Jelly!
If you have, obviously if you have to look tonight, my YouTube from, no, my videos on YouTube. My YouTube's on video, yeah. I have got a lot more clothes this time.
Okay, dealing with it!
And there's no packs of it, so I'm trying to
Cut this out!
which
Yup, here! Just busy!
it's probably going to be a because I am starting from
Oh, first actual death. Tough to handle. Second, yeah. First one was more like a didn't really understand the mechanics.
No, it's just
Yeah.
I didn't mean to push your bubble.
No, but yeah. This was an actual death. So we will get to try and kill these guys.
Cute. I never know why Sims actually do makeup on Sims like so scary. To do normal makeup is not rocket science.
True.
It is though. Come on.
Yep. Sims for the window. Problem is you can't fight with Gamora, Rocket or Groot in that section.
Careful! Looks like something big moved through here.
Let me guess. Some kind of monster thing.
Good guess. Well done.
Any chance it doesn't know we're here?
Nope. Only question is, which one of us will jump first?
It's probably not gonna jump us. Ooh, mysterious.
Found something, Quill?
Yeah, some kind of cave. Maybe it's got hidden treasure. Please don't let there be a space baron here. And hello, mystery goo.
Okay. Let's try and actually take these on this time.
No, just try and stay ready. Wow, look!
One down.
What gives? I am not sure, but I am sure you Yeah, I think you're getting closer. Get going, Jelly. Guess this is what I get.
Nice one. There we go.
Get some jelly, dudes. I took care of it.
What, Scott? I knew I should have come down earlier.
Wait, so where are you? We're checking things out. Nice! Hidden passage!
Everything okay in there?
I ain't far, Quill. Scream really loud if you find another
Awesome.
creature.
There we are. Picked up some great components.
Hey, listen, while it's just the two of us.
What's up?
You're busy exploring. Just meet me in the main cave when you're done looking around.
All right.
And we picked up another outfit.
What can I say? I follow my nose.
I'd rather follow my gut.
Whoop!
Done exploring, Quill? Because, I really need to talk to you. There's something, personal I need to get off my chest.
What's going on?
Look, I'm not sure about this whole selling Groot thing.
Rocky, we've been over this. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, but what if it's not? What if something bad happens? Groot's the only real family I got. He's the only one who's accepted me for me. You don't know what he's been through.
Look, we're on our way to sell a monster. If you think there's no way Groot can...
You're looking at this all wrong. You think she's gonna see what you see. A big scary tree that only says 3 words.
Seems pretty accurate.
If she looks on the inside and sees what I see, we're screwed. Groot ain't no monster, and I don't think he can even pretend to be. He ain't no good at scheming.
All right, noted. But let's agree there are no perfect solutions here. I'll think about it, okay?
That's all I ask, Will.
Come on, the sooner we get the Lady Hellbender, the sooner we can focus on paying that stupid fine.
Easy for you to say. You ain't the one getting auctioned out.
Right, how are we getting out of here?
The depressions are deep. This thing has got to weigh more than all of us put together.
Okay,
We're
that was
fine.
strange.
You worry too much.
Still no sign of whatever made those claw marks?
No, just some jelly dudes.
Then it must be out on the hunt.
I am eager to experience Lady Hellbender's legendary menagerie.
Yeah, I bet you are.
What's the weirdest monster you guys have seen?
I once saw a brood transformed regalian wearing a Clintar parasite.
You could fit a lot of teeth into a head that big. You sure you want to get lost out here?
Relax, I'm just looking...
Okay.
There's further proof that we are not welcome. If we turn back every time we have wanted, we never go anywhere.
Good point.
Only 1 second.
Good thing we have a plant guy to take care of a plant problem.
He says plants aren't problems.
Can you get us through here, Gamora?
Whatever it takes to find Hellbender.
Hey, lady.
Happy days.
Gamora.
If we want an audience, we have to start showing some respect.
This, from the guy who calls me Harlot Spawn of Thanos.
An accurate description. We all know which Harlot spawned first.
Guys, monster planet, dark, dangerous. Can you focus here?
You're frightened by monsters.
Only the scary ones.
We'll need to find a way out of this jungle.
Why? It's dry down.
Wouldn't you rather be wet than lost?
Not particularly.
They used them at the prison I was in.
Too bad the controls are on the other side of the giant chasm.
What do you do not have time to dawdle in this jungle? I shall hurl the creature over the chasm so he may activate the...
I may activate a hole through your face. Put me down.
We're not throwing rocket.
Very well.
You sons of forking dogs!
How will we cross? Don't face
Look around, we'll find another way.
Okay, let's have a look at other things.
My problem. Meathead trying to hunt
You are overreacting. I did not throw you.
only because Quill stopped you.
And there should be no problem.
I'm watching you. You can happy and psychopath. her mudball like this.
Perhaps Lady Hellbender repelled an invading swarm, and it was among the spoils. It would be easier to throw the rodent.
No, it would not. What if he breaks a leg?
We still have 3.
No one's throwing rockets.
The other tech here again.
No, the statues are not watching us.
Do not be so sure. They say Lady Hellbender has eyes everywhere.
Of course they do.
Wow, it is dark in here.
If you bump into any monsters, let us know.
Monster Planet. Right. Hey, my shooting's not aimless. Everything I do is with purpose and, you know, heroism. Hey, I found more ruins down here. Drax, think you can topple this?
I may have angered them.
Them? All right, let's try not to fall.
That's your pep talk. Great place to leave a sculpture.
Wait, hear that?
Brace up, people.
Incoming!
Hey.
Do your thing, Drax!
This is how it's done!
I'm starting to miss those galley
They're
birds.
done! Let's go fight!
I'm sure you'll see them again.
No, you don't let them grab me.
These things would have come in handy a second ago!
I don't think they have let us grab them on the ravine.
I will face all of Lady Hellbender's demons!
Don't forget, we're selling one of those things.
Oh, you, Drax!
Anyone else notice this place looks like a graveyard?
Fitting that it shall be littered with corpses!
No fair! They can fly!
You genius! The trick is to defeat them before they defeat you!
I'm on it!
Models come with a big solution!
Enjoy the honor of your death!
Watch the stinger!
Only thing worse than a bug is a flying one!
We can fly these beasts right to Lady Hellbender!
Good luck with that!
Enough of this inferior
That's
creatures.
gold.
I yearn for talk.
Yeah.
Right. Who do we want the ability to go to? I think that might work best, you know.
I'm feeling all turned around as well. Where the fuck are we?
Just look around. There must be a path here somewhere.
All right, Gamora. Pretty sure it's this way.
50 units says it ain't. No way are we almost there. We still got like half a planet to walk across.
Lady Hellbender could cross this jungle in 7 strides.
Sure she could.
Or she would have flown over the mountains.
Oh, she flies now.
I heard she shoots lasers out of her eyes.
Now we're talking.
I have not heard that one.
I heard there are actually 9 of her. That's why they call it Sector 9.
Ha! That is preposterous.
That one's preposterous.
Gamora, mind cutting us a path?
They say that Lady Hellbender feels it every time you cut a piece of her jungle.
Oh, Nova Bomber. I haven't seen one of these since the war. I remember it used to take 12 ships to bring one down.
12 ships. Or 1 Chitauri infantry.
I'll take that one as a compliment.
Still no sign of the fortress?
Nope. We even sure this is the right way?
Yes.
Now what's the hold?
Fear.
No. Just thinking someone else should cross the death pit first.
Just go.
No, you just go.
Don't leaders usually cross first?
Not if it's dangerous. Because I need to cover everyone.
Right.
See, it's fine. Perfectly safe.
Fine.
Do not even think of pushing the assassin.
There are so many better ways to kill someone.
Easy does it.
Okay, we've got some giant monster thing
Groot
on
says
tail.
there's something down there.
Monster.
It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
It's unstable either way. Just move.
It is.
Definitely saw the kind
What? Did you die? Yeah.
I had to cross a platform and I fell off it.
I did that before. Not in that game.
Obviously.
She looks a lot better now. I've done a bit of face mushing.
Face mushing.
Wow, she does. Sometimes I swear some people are like blind when they're making these sims, I swear.
Yeah. Right, we're going across this platform. Ah, I've done it again. It's one of those Q buttons where you have to like press it at the right time. Right, we're gonna go it a 3rd time now. First time it didn't have the button come, it just kind of launched me off the platform.
Tally ho.
We're gonna make it this time, guys. We are gonna make it.
It's the last thing he does.
It's the last thing he does, indeed. Takes a while though to load back onto the bit that I'm on.
Probably because it's quite far into it.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. Like, just it's probably the only bad thing I'll say so far about the game is that it takes a bit long to load that section.
Better than mine before I could have said a lot of bad things about that game.
we are. Third time we completed.
That game's definitely not the game to play with off the shoulder.
Nice catch.
You're welcome. Don't get used to it.
Peter Quill, you're not alone here.
Okay, got some of these enemies again. Okay, they're fighting each other.
Guys, anyone know what that is?
Monster!
Health markers. Some enemies have multiple health bars, should I say, as indicated by markers above the gauge. When you deplete one bar, its marker vanishes, revealing the next. Once all markers are gone, the enemy's last health bar appears.
Sick of Drax! I will enjoy this!
What? I knew something was stopping us.
The very creatures you create! Real circle of life stuff there, Drax! Stick it to him, Groot! That tail means business! Well, my business is booming! I am trying to destroy!
Nice to meet you!
Destroy! I don't want to get eaten by a squid tiger! This wheel shall do the eating this time!
Call to action. If your momentum gauge is active, a call to action prompt may appear during combat. Press it to trigger a special Guardian attack. Successful calls to action will leave enemies crippled.
Cowardly beast! Finish the battle!
Aw, Stumpy's running away.
That its tail between its legs. I say we go after it. Finish the job.
Anyone ever tell you you're scary?
Yes.
I mean, there's obviously a way out up there, which is exactly what we need. Plus, it'll give us eyes on where we need to go.
Let us settle. Let's scale this down contraption.
Yeah, okay. How do we do that?
Good question.
Starting to wonder if I should be the one with the fancy visor.
I wouldn't trust a thing you said.
We agree for once. I too would prefer Peter Quill's incompetence to the rodent's lies. Perhaps your magical mask can relieve us of this senseless searching, Peter Quill.
Will you stop calling it that? Huh. Looks like there's one of those vintage workbench things back here. Okay, Rocky, let's see if this thing still works.
Yeah, all right. Just better not get jumped by any monsters.
Firing rate doubled when health drops below 20%. Scan enemies during combat with the visor. Glide around targets for a short time while shooting. Okay, Super Quill Punch. Drop additional health pickups when landing a lethal blow after a jet boost dash. Nice.
Got you covered.
Nice one. So Super Quill Punch. The Super Quill Punch is a strong melee finisher that will grant extra health drops when landed successfully. Dash towards an enemy with circle button. Upon connecting with the enemy, press square. You receive extra health drops if the attack kills the enemy. Okay. Awesome.
So, where are we? Waiting for you so we can scale this contraption.
Ah, right.
Hey, Quill, mind giving the old girl a scan?
I agree. Maybe part of the ship's still functional.
Gamora, how high up this thing can you climb?
Let's find out.
Are you relishing this moment, assassin?
What moment?
Visiting the grave of your enemies.
Nova Corps weren't my enemies, Drax. They were my father's enemies.
See anything useful up there?
I got eyes on this gunked up reactor. A couple of shots should bring it down.
Maybe this hell lady is some old war hero and she can get Nova off our backs.
The reactor thing there is pretty loose.
And pretty dumped up.
Alright, pretty sure that baby's our ticket upward. Somehow.
It is neither a baby nor a ticket. It is a reactor.
Drax, moving that thing around ain't a problem, right?
It is not. Just like the mighty Lady Hellbender, I am exceptionally muscular.
Got it, Drax. At this rate, by the time we get there, Hellbender will have moved on from Monster Plague. Yes, I am obviously being sarcastic. Just saying it shouldn't take this long to get to her. I am being constructive. This is how I motivate.
Well, it's clearly working.
Gamora, can you use the reactor to get up the ship?
Not when it's over there.
Group, any suggestions? Anything you can do with that busted reactor unit rocket?
Oh yeah, tons of stuff. Just not moving.
Drax, you still out there?
Indeed.
Anything you can do? Like climb down that craggy wall?
And what then? Would you allow me to launch you over the cliff? You frowned upon launching the rodent.
He still frowns on that.
Come on.
Ask the assassin.
You can put it down here.
This is tremendously heavy.
I thought you were exceptionally muscular. Do you even know where to put it?
I have merely followed our leader's directions.
You can place it there.
Understood.
This wreck is so rusted out you can hardly see the glue.
Long time since the war, and this place is all kind of weird.
What next, Peter Quill?
Looks like a few cables are all that's standing between the wing and a makeshift bridge.
Think any bodies are still in there? All mummified and stuff?
Can you get up there now?
Should only take a second. Brings back memories.
Impressive.
See? That was easy. Great teamwork, everyone. I helped in spirit.
All right. Slippery wind-pummeled treetops, here we come.
You know, I really admire our team's commitment to safety.
We are not committed to safety.
Over there.
As you wish.
You want some more stuff for me, Drax? It'll look real good right here.
Done.
Man, never realized Seknark was such a hot spot for the war.
Perfect. Thanks, Drax.
What purpose does it serve over here?
You'll see, you'll see. Just be patient.
I see. I see.
Don't take too long. We got a castle to get to.
A fortress. One thing is clear. We would never have accomplished this task without the assassin.
Did Drax just praise Gamora?
I am giving credit where credit is due.
Took you long enough. We all know Gamora's super cool and super valuable.
There it is! Lady Hellbender's fortress!
It's gotten bigger, that's for sure.
Ha! It is not getting bigger. We are getting closer.
Thanks, Drax.
think he was being sarcastic there, pal.
Whoa, guys! There's this totally sweet pile of crap on the ground. So interesting. Let's all stick our fingers in it.
I can hear you downwind.
Looks like there's a way down here.
Quill, you gotta see this ship.
Okay, here we go. Oh, slimy. Guys, you might want to wait to come down here.
Oh, why the flark is so deep?
In a jam, boys?
You think?
Some schmack. Reach!
Sword will not work for it. Find us a rope.
Yeah, and fast.
Where am I supposed to find a rope?
I don't know. I'm sinking in jelly here.
Well, do something!
Like what?
Quill?
Yeah, mate. Done it again. It's all about adapting in this game. Well, it's different death this time round, you know what I mean?
I mean, you'll do it. You should know what not to do.
It's only doing it the first time round that's the issue. It's when it's like what you're not meant to do first time round. Once you've done it or fucked up the first time, then you will obviously do it the second time. But we will get there. We will get there. How is your Sims going?
Good. I'm just doing this family and doing land grabs.
Yeah.
I'm on the last one of them.
Awesome.
What are you doing after your stream?
What do you mean?
I mean, are you going to stream something else?
No, probably not.
Oh, slimy. Guys, you might want to wait to come down here.
Oh, why the flark is so deep?
In a jam, boys?
Probably, yeah.
You think?
Right, let's do this right this time.
Schmack. Reach!
Sword will not work for it. Find us a rope.
Yeah, and fast.
Where am I supposed to find a rope?
I don't know. I'm sinking in jelly here.
Well, do something!
Like what?
Quill?
Let's make this work this time. Happy
What did
days.
you just do?
Sorcery. So cold.
Rocket! Somebody get him out of there!
Yes, mate. Second time round, let's go.
Mind telling us what happened?
I don't know. My glasses, they... Only done that once before when I was a kid. I don't do it on purpose.
Classic Spartoid tech. Just when you think you've seen it all, you pull stuff like this. Just,
Leave the guns alone!
Well, I just want to see how they tick. Otherwise, it might as well be magic.
Or sorcery.
Guys,
Or sorcery.
Here we go again.
Trophy in, flash freeze. Okay, element shots. You can now equip blaster element shots. So press the left buttons to equip the ice shot. The icon above an enemy's health bar indicates the weakness to an element. Element gauge replenishes over time, and ammo are dropped by defeated enemies.
Instant ice cube! That's fun!
We're so happy for you and your guns, Quill.
Never see it coming!
Groot, time! Do your worst, Lady Hellbender!
We can't hear you, stones for brains! Yeah, I guess I owe Quill one. Fine, just in time for you to separate.
Smoke the rocket! Their chitinous interiors are satisfying for crap!
Glad you're having fun!
Tearing flesh from its bones appears to do nothing!
Cut to pieces!
We fall into the source of intellectual.
Why do you think I avoided it?
Put your lights out!
Taste me!
You got some luck, Quill.
Jealous? Alias woman intruder!
I was doing this!
Let's not duel just yet!
Incoming! Jelly is charging!
Guys, huddle up!
This battle could be over, traitor, if you would leave the bludgeoning to me!
Not my fault you're slower than my sword.
You're both slow. 50 units as me and Groot can mow them all down without you.
It's not a competition, guys, will win fights together. If they won't fight fair, neither will we.
You're gonna get creamed out there, and you wanna know why? Because we keep trying to fight fair.
What?
But in this galaxy, you don't win by fighting fair. Let's give those losers a taste of their own medicine. Who's with me?
So much for leadership.
Nice.
We're close, but we're gonna need to get up there.
I'm thinking we can climb up and over.
Ding, ding, ding. Give that man a gold star.
Let's figure out how to make it climbable.
Stars are made of hydrogen, not gold.
There's a little hole there. Might be able to work something loose from the inside.
Wonder if we can get anything to pop out of the side of that wreck.
Groot, can you get that cannon out?
You trying to rip his limbs off, Quill? Drax, pull that thing.
Very well. It is more stubborn than expected.
Rocket, you can fit through that hole. Maybe hack something from the inside to make us steps.
Impossible. It will not stay in place.
You couldn't just hold it for a while longer?
You try holding it for a while longer.
Drax, can you drag out that higher cannon?
Impossible. It is too far from the ground.
Drax, think you can drag this cannon out?
I will try.
We'll need a hand, Groot.
I cannot hold it forever! Why will you not yield?
Because it's attached to a recoily thing.
You're sure that's the term for it?
Yes. No, I can't do Scud from outside the ship. This one's on Quill.
Peter Quill, use your weapons of sorcery.
Drax, can you try again?
Why? It does not stay.
I'm working it out. Trust me.
Come to me! Fiendish machine! No! I have been bested, Peter Quill.
There's gotta be something we can do to help.
Alright, so obviously what we need to do is get Drax to pull this off.
Drax, can you try again?
This is my glory! Again! Defies us.
Gamora, can you reach that cannon?
I can, but I won't be able to get it out if that's what you want.
Groot, any way you can bring that one down with vines or something?
He says his vines ain't strong enough to move them things.
Rocket, any ideas on getting that top one out?
Not from this angle, no. Come on!
I'm tinkering with my only means of defense.
Fine. I'll swipe him next time you're asleep.
And I'll be sleeping with them under my pillow.
Good. Now I know where to find them.
Let's try
Drax,
this one again.
can you try again?
I cannot hold it forever! Possible! It will not stay in place.
Yeah, I feel like a school teacher.
If I never see another one of these ships again, it'll be too soon.
On that alone, we are agreed.
Ah, I get you.
But then you have to like
Now I get you.
Drax, can you try again?
Let me know something or comments.
Impressive!
Now we gotta get the next one out.
Because I like seeing what people do with things or builds.
You know, when it comes to taking out Chitauri, Drax has a couple of big notches on his belt, too.
Rocket, I need you to squeeze inside that little hole and try to knock the gun loose from the inside.
Hello? Chitauri ship full of booby traps and death mechanisms?
But you love both those things.
You're right, I do. And I always wanted to see the inside of one of these bug bombers. Fine. Oh, what reeks in here? Is that... Oh, God.
You okay in there, Rocket?
I found the crew. I guess not even the worms want to eat dead Chitauri meat.
Rocket.
Relax. Just gonna reroute the little bit of remaining power to the cannon and... nothing. You know what? Clark it! I'm blowing it up!
What? Hang on! Think about all the booby traps and...
Ha! Look at it go! He must have jump-started the thing.
Rocket, you okay?
Yeah! And dry now, too!
There! Now we have our way up.
For the record, I killed 4,675 Chitauri.
Gamora, can you clear us a path through that junk?
Yes, Peter Quill. Onward to the palace of the great giantess.
Oh, man. Another murder tentacle.
Careful. It might be playing dead. That is not a happy monster.
Well, at least it left.
Back to its brood mother.
Come on. Why is the bridge always on the wrong side?
This time I insist we hurl the foul beast.
And I insist we push muscles over the side of the cliff.
To what end?
Yours!
He'll be fine. Just curl up in a ball.
What?
Drax, roll.
Very well.
No! Wait, wait!
It's okay. He'll land on his feet. I guess that only applies to cats.
You sons of dogs! Scut-busting ass flatters!
I am not familiar with these words.
I think he's making them up. He's really pissed.
You can rot, you...
At least he's not shooting at us. He missed on purpose, right?
Order the beast to do its job.
Rocket, come on, man.
Cram it, dash face!
Fix the bridge and we'll raise your cut by 5%.
I want 10!
Okay, deal. We'll take it out of Groot's cut. He doesn't understand money anyway.
Do we know anything about Lady Hellbender's demeanor? Anyone from the
I'm sure that you fair, but make a bet what you would.
Thanks for the bridge, Rocket.
If you even think of pulling that scud again...
Guys, I've got something here. It's deep.
Hello? The bridge is over here!
I just want to see where this goes.
Just so you know, this don't pay your deal none. 10%.
Use your visor to scan and identify weak structures.
We'll take your word for it, bud.
Take his word for what?
He says the soil here is like supercharged with plant genetics. Get him a little bit of a buzz just walking on it.
Yep. Definitely something grows behind here. Drax, can you chuck that through the stink wall?
I fear I will regret this. That is disturbingly fragrant. I am clenching every orifice right now.
Okay, that's kind of weird.
Right, so they're now
Hello?
the gallery.
Anybody?
Probably do. Yes.
Okay, that got my blood pumping. Why would Lady Hellbender cage this creature?
This is annoying as scud.
Update for that.
Perhaps it's food.
That thing's food?
Yes, monster food.
I wonder what it tastes like.
Peter,
Why would it taste like that?
can use
And
this.
that's
You know, we really got
Monster
to
food.
taste,
The
buzz,
cage.
household update.
We need the cage. We go into that fortress with our monster peacefully walking beside us. We'll be laughed right out of the room.
Why are you whispering? Warren thinks we can sell our monster out better for a proper cage.
How long are you going to be
Problem
on?
is, there's a pissed off monster inside.
Till this
Release
chapter
the beast, we
finishes.
dispose of it because that worked so well for you
The
last
bait
time.
was to do
We
this
need a better plan of attack.
Yes.
one person.
Ideally, one
No.
that
Two.
guarantees my safety.
So whenever this next episode finishes.
I'll quickly do it anyway. Anyway, next video will be me doing
Stumpy's back!
Okay.
feel free to follow me on YouTube. I have other games on there. So, my so I'll quickly do
look soft. Keep moving. Keep moving fast. Push him fast. Get him down, Groot. Let it depart. I will pass his head.
Make sure you include the squid bits.
Hey, wicked rapping puts encasement appears futile!
Go! We're trying to kill him!
Well, this is how we have it.
More! Come to me, beast!
You are coming with me.
An adult.
We better hurry.
So,
There we are.
I think that's it, big guy. They won't be bothering us no more.
again, we'll make face more proportion. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with her face.
So who's next in line for the throne if Lady Hellbender has an accident?
Perhaps she is immortal.
Nobody's immortal, not even death herself.
Can't believe you just said that with a straight face.
I'm gonna drag her nose down. Bring her eyes.
So, what do we do if all don't go well with Lady A? We're gonna fight a monster queen?
She would be a formidable adversary indeed.
Lady Hellbender isn't her adversary. If all goes well, she's gonna be our business partner.
It's gonna go fine, right, Groot?
Deep freeze.
Whoa! Can I try ice cubing something?
Nope.
Man, you're such a gas blast.
So if we're gonna haggle with the Monster Queen, how much are we asking for our monster?
What do you mean, don't get greedy? We're running a business here.
We need to make a profit this time.
Seknarf ain't never heard of roads?
You'd have to clear parts of the jungle to do it, which would probably mean killing some of the wildlife.
Groot says we could check things out over here.
Groot, give me a bridge here. The fortress is right on the other side of those cliffs.
That thing heavy, Quill? Pretty sure it's this way, but I don't see an easy way to get up there.
Easy is rarely worth the effort.
What do you make? I love it.
I don't want to be
And we've picked up another. Ooh,
No, it ain't.
we've got a apocalyptic outfit here for Groot.
He says all this moisture is good for us and will make us grow.
In your case, that is doubtful.
I agree with Groot. It's important to stay hydrated.
Not this hydrated.
Is that your vehicle?
Yeah.
Or could you,
Right, we've
that
reached
is
the top.
definitely in my top 10 fortresses.
You said that quarantine zone monster was supposed to be rare.
Already has a whole herd of them?
So we wasted our time.
Reach and hit Lady Hellbender's fortress.
And got arrested. That was fun.
It was moderately amusing.
Now we've got a ticking time bomb on the ship.
Guys, every misstep was just a step in the right direction towards completing our best plan yet.
Say that again?
What if we brought one of those ugly suckers all the way here only to find out Lady H already had a full set?
That would have sucked big time.
Exactly. If we even got that far. What if we'd been towing that thing when Nova Corps intercepted us?
They would have taken our beast.
See? This is working out. Sure, in a kind of bumpy, chaotic way, but we've still got a plan.
So, when are the rest of us gonna get jet boots?
It takes years of special training to operate these things.
You had years of jet boot lessons.
No, but the guy took them off of did. Who stole them? He was dead. Flew into a ceiling fan.
Let's just get this done.
You can't be serious.
Okay. It's farther than it looked. Much farther.
It's a flarkin' infinity bridge is what it is.
Are you being dramatic, Rodent? Bridge ends at the fortress, therefore it is not infinite.
Yeah, that's super comforting. Guess we gotta go. 3 cycles.
Peter?
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, right. Cage.
When we were getting the flarkin, I was looking like you mean business.
Groot, you ready to squeeze in?
Peter Quill, there's still time to reconsider. The tree creature is not very monstrous.
Stand your ground, change your mind.
Drax, we're doing this just like we planned on the Milano.
You're being stubborn. Clearly the rodent is
I
the
am
one
not
that...
being stubborn, I just refuse to change my mind. Because it's the right decision.
Hey, lovebirds, let's go. Bridge ain't gonna cross itself.
I hope Lady Hellbender is as gullible as you expect she is.
You hang tight there, bud. When the time comes, I'll get you out of there. Clock it starts back up.
Drat. Gamora, can you help me with this? What? Why?
To guarantee your safety as a leader.
Ah, come on.
Don't look at me, I ain't got that thing. Remember, buddy, menacing! Like me, only bigger. Not bad, not bad.
Okay, here we go.
I'm not sure if this use your visor to scan objects and identify structural weaknesses is meant to stay there, but we expect it will.
Easy, big guy. Don't know what you heard, but we just want to bring you back a new friend. I know it can't understand me, but maybe it responds good to soothing tones.
Hi, Tito J. George, you okay? Thank you. See, this is cool. It shows it. Why can't my ex?
Does anybody have like a campfire song or something we can sing?
It's in this massive bridge.
Ooh, I know one.
I'm actually crossing that
Right,
river.
yeah. Okay. Right. Please stop
what it
naming
doesn't
yourself.
No.
I'll just stay in the middle, it's all good.
So, how long before someone else wants to pull this thing?
We are 60 clicks from the fortress.
I'd say closer to 75.
Well, there is only one way to know for sure. 0.1 clicks. 0.2 clicks.
0.9, 2.1,
0.3 clicks.
4.5,
0.4 clicks. 0.5 clicks. 0.6 clicks.
Do you reckon that use your visor to scan the objects has got them like stuck there?
I think so, yeah. Oh. doesn't affect the game too much.
Do you think that blue?
There you are. It actually meant to stay there, to be fair. Yeah.
Where does time go?
I'll be up in a sec, I promise.
So it was meant to have stayed there, pal.
Right.
Right, so we're back in the room of a flashback of Star-Lord.
Guys, let me know what colour lipstick you're to suit their face.
Is there anything new this time? Oh, we get to go in an entire different area now. Beware of raccoon. That's awesome.
Mom says Grandpa used to play this a lot when she was a kid, but it's been busted ever since I can remember.
Thank you.
It'll be warm enough to spend the night in the yard soon. I love falling asleep looking at the stars, wondering what might be out there. He says you can get a brain parasite if you share a toothbrush. Imagine that. Something growing inside of you, slowly taking over. We'll make our stand. Don't give a damn. This is our time to go from zero to
I think it looks nice. Is there anything over in this section? I don't think there is.
Well, 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 look who decided to finally come up.
Where's my cake?
I warned you.
No, you didn't.
I'm so full.
Ah.
Okay, sit your butt down, Slowpoke. Don't worry, I'm not gonna sing.
I like your singing.
Pac-Man.
You might be the only one.
Awesome.
Go on, make a wish. You're officially a teenager. Look at all those girlfriends. Someone's gonna be really popular at school. What? You are very handsome. I'm sure all the girls are gonna be falling off. What did you wish for?
Why would I wish for anything? I've got everything I want.
Oh, what huge favor are you about to ask me?
Just $10. Dan, Andy, and I want to go see Night of the Cosmos at the Rio tonight.
A movie? Tonight?
Come on. It's gonna be sick. It's about these zombies that invade Earth, and then it's about these kids that have to blow them away.
I don't think I'd want you to see that, Peter. I let you watch the hockey mask one, and you were sleeping in my bed the next 3 nights.
You watched The Exorcist when you were younger than me.
Of course you would remember that. And then I ask you if you packed your lunch, and you give me a blank stare. No, I wanted us to have some us time tonight, you know? Maybe finish our game. You can't duck out right when I'm about to win.
We can still do all that stuff. Or some of it. Tomorrow. You're always telling me to get out of the house more.
A movie theater does not count as out of the house, and you know it.
Pretty please?
I don't know. Truck's still in the shop, and I don't want you walking alone in the dark. There's been a lot of weirdos out there. It's not safe.
I'll be careful, Mom. I always am.
Were you careful when you got that black eye?
I told you
I know! You were standing up for someone, which is a good thing. But
That's
you
how he
cannot
got
go
it.
punching your way out of every problem, Peter.
I couldn't just stand there.
No. Of course not. Okay, get me my purse. Not so fast. Before you go, there's something I want to talk to you about, something I want to give you.
$20.
Don't push it. Think of it as a long overdue gift from your father. It's upstairs on my bed. Go on and get it while I finish up in the kitchen. And we can open it together. Don't you dare touch that dial.
Hold on a second, guys.
Talking to Janie's mom the other day. Here we go. She's a lovely girl, Peter.
She listens to disco, Mom.
Leave that alone. I love it. And look, it even has your little handprint on it. I know the real reason you don't want to finish reading.
Boring.
Promise me you'll be safe today, Peter.
We're just going to the movies. What could happen? The cake looks super professional. You sure you didn't buy it?
Save the flattery, Peter. I left the gift on my bed.
Oh, I thought you said outside.
Maybe I'll go get it, and you can finish up here instead.
Hand still stings from catching Mom's fastball. Wonder if she got me a new glove for my birthday. Gotta remember to give this to Andy later. You know, he was a pretty good sport about not putting the Star-Lord patch on his jacket, too. We'd have looked like complete dorks if we both had it. My pants didn't do much better than my eye in that fight.
Okay, we're gonna have a look around.
Hey Kubrick, buddy. No matter how long you wait here for Grandma and Grandpa, they're not coming back. Sorry.
I think it's pretty neat that they've got this section on the game.
Crap, I'm gonna miss Knight Rider. Guess I'll
It's
just
got
have to
like
wait for the
a
rerun.
interactive section.